Welcome back to the channel for the Forza 5 Motorsport Bathurst special. Let's get driving! Aiming for XP, giving you a little bit of something different today. Bathurst is a little town. It's about 3 hours, 3 hours west of Sydney, and you can see on the map there. And it has quite a unique feature in that it has a racetrack. And this racetrack's been there since about 1938. Originally it was put in as a scenic tourist drive, and later became a racing track for a whole lot of enduro races, the 12-hour, the GT race, the 24-hour endurance races, etc. And if you're a car enthusiast, Bathurst is almost like the mecca of Australian motorsport. They have the touring car series there. It's a 1000k race once a year. We call it the V8 supercars, and I'll show you the type of cars you can expect usually to go around that track in a second. So what's so special about this track? So here we go. Here's a map of the track, and it's actually on a mountain, and you can see it's quite a steep hill that leads up to the top of the mountain, up to skyline there. About 6.2 kilometers long, about 3.85 miles. Average speed's about 110 miles per hour, 178 kilometers an hour, and at its fastest point it's 300 kilometers an hour, or 186 miles per hour, and that's pretty much down Conrod Straight. It's quite a challenging track, and usually what we would find is some big ass cars going around here, a bit similar to this. This is a V8 supercar, and to give you some stats for you guys that like it, it's a fuel injected 5-litre V8, 645 brake horsepower or 480 kilowatts. 10:1 compression. It revs at about 7,500 at the max. It will do a top speed of around 300 kilometers an hour, 186, and it will get to 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour about 3.4. So they are pretty powerful. And traditionally, the supercar or the touring car series has always been a Ford versus Holden. That's at General Motors for my American friends, Canadian friends. In the last few years, a number of other manufacturers have joined it, like Nissan and Mercedes and whatnot. But essentially, the series has always traditionally been Ford versus General Motors or Holden. For me, I'm a Ford man. And a while back, I visited Bathurst, and there is my road car. And the one thing I forgot to mention is when this is not a racetrack, it's actually a public road that you can drive on. And I have some footage to prove this. So incidentally, this has been sped up, and I apologise for the little thing in the middle of the screen. That's what I had my phone attached to. I wasn't driving with one hand. And this is sped up. The speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour around here. You can see there's a car coming the other way. So this track is held in such high regard around the world that it's actually in Forza 5 Motorsport. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of footage that I recorded, gameplay footage, in a minute. The race is on this weekend. It runs from the 5th to the 8th of October. If you can find a streaming service, check it out. Unfortunately, I am going to be driving my Toyota around this track, which has no straight line speed, but I do actually drive it 4 laps twice because I just love driving this track so much. So I hope you enjoy the footage. It's something a little bit different. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we will catch you next time.